Hey everybody, it's Angela Logan. This is Everyday Shenanigans. It is Monday, December 2nd, 2019. I see there's a lot of BS going on right now pertaining to the cupcake scenario. Right now, I can honestly say whatever's going on right now isn't pertaining to death. It's become a sideshow now. All the different things going on. I don't really know what's going on. Like I said, I just made a video yesterday, last night or whatever, with with about Dominic and this BS going on with him and Mr. Two Guns Vito. I don't know what's going on, but something I want to address before I get crunk, before I get started. What I want to say, and I want whoever this is to me carefully. Miss Celeste, stay off my channel. Real talk. Stay off my channel with that BS. You don't know me, homegirl. And that trolling doing is ridiculous. I'm on YouTube because I choose to be, and this is an opinion channel. And there are diverse people that jump on and talk and give their opinion. Some I agree with, some I don't. But this channel is about me. And I don't give a damn about what you talking about, a narrative. See, a narrative would be for somebody that's getting on YouTube trying to scheme and scam. Hey, how y'all doing? See, a narrative would be for somebody that's trying to scheme and scam, but that's not why I'm on here. Okay, I'm on here because I choose to be, and I'm giving an opinion. Nobody has to like what I'm saying or agree. We are all different creatures. But you need to stop trolling my channel with your stupid commentary. I'm not really interested in what you're talking about. You just keep going from one, you know, video to the next, got something to say, and really I shouldn't respond to you because that makes me just as bad as stupid to respond. But you just going on and on about what? There's tons of people on YouTube giving their commentary. Hello. Tons of people on social media talking and giving the 411 about various subjects. So get on with all that. You act like you know these people personally down there in Birmingham. What's your stake in the game? I mean, you know Dom Dom? What's up? You know him? He your friend? Is he your baby daddy? Huh, maybe so. Celeste. Next, first computer. Don't get on here with that foul ratchet talk, cussing and all that. First of all, Big Baby didn't send for you. So for you to respond to other comments that other commenters are making, the point. You know, all that get the F out of here and all that. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. And all this mess you talking about, you sent me a video. Well, I'm getting ready to spin it to America right now. Because you ain't sent Big Ange nothing. Because first of all, you don't have an email address. You don't know me. How you doing, baby? I always love yourself. How you doing? How you gonna get on here talking about you sent a video showing Dominique and Patrick leading the baby out the park? All right. Now, is this somebody on YouTube already using an alias? I don't know, but I thought I'd go ahead and let America know, let my fans know. You all can check the columns for the commentary by Mr. or Mrs. First Computer. Hey, Karen, I don't know who you are. I asked you who you were. You wanted to get jiggy. And I find that odd that you'd want to get jiggy. Hello, Shawnee V. Hello, baby. You want to get jiggy about a video. You talking about I sent y'all a video. Who did you send it to? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Because you ain't sent Big Ange anything. I don't even know you. I mean, like I said, I don't know if you on YouTube, if you're a channel holder, maybe you using a little alias. I don't know. Big Ange don't care. Stop trolling. Too old for that, baby. 10 billion people on Earth. Find you something to do. Find you something to do. Hello, Legs. How you doing? Hello, Joelle. Hey, hi. Karen. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, Julie in Alabama, Mobile. Hello, Janice. Thank you. New to the channel. Thank you. Hey, you guys, so much I want to talk about. I want to get some stuff out the way because I don't know what the hell is going on. Hello, is that Tracy? Okay, Tracy Jackson. Hi. I got my bifocals off, baby. So I lean in a little bit. But listen, you guys, I want to bring some stuff to you that's kind of weird going on. Chris, hello. I don't know what's going on in Birmingham. I don't understand what the beef is about. I need to retract that because I said, You said, don't keep telling us how it is, girl. Okay, I love this channel. Okay. Listen, you guys, seriously. Okay. When I made the video last night about the beef between Dom Dom and Two Guns, it dawned on me I had answered my own question. I think I know what the beef is about. I think Dom Dom is upset with Two Guns because Two Guns let the world know about the $2,500 ransom. He's angry about that. That is the only thing I took from yeah, it was like T-Money, how you doing? That I'm assuming that's really what all this is about, because I heard him saying something about that in the phone call with Two Guns. That's all I really could hear was something about $2,500 and something about on his head. I couldn't actually hear. Two Guns was, upset. Hey, Lisa B, how you doing? He was upset. He was, angry ever. So I never could really hear everything that Two Guns, that Dom Dom was saying. So I think he's angry with Two Guns because of the, because Two Guns let it be known about the $2,500. I think he's upset about that. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I think that's what this is about. He's upset that Two Guns let that be known. They asked for that money, and which we all know now. Fast forward, the child was deceased, if we're going to go with what the coroner's report is. So this is ratchet. My condolences to the young who lost his life this morning in Birmingham. I don't know anything about the scenario. You all have been telling me this is Mr. Vito's nephew, so my condolences to him. Now, I was curious to why these children were out at 3 a.m. I was wondering why these children are out this time of night. I'm just going to go on and give my opinion about that. I'm adamant about children being out at a certain time, whether they're 3, 15, 16, it's all the same to me, because as long as you're going to school, you need to be in at a decent hour. So I don't know why that young man and that young lady were out that time of night, but I think they're sad. Unless I don't know the circumstances of the death, but I'm praying that the truth will be revealed in that situation as well. So I can to you, Mr. Two Guns Vito. Mr. Two Guns is getting a lot of back from Dom Dom, and I just think it's sad that maybe some of us, all of us, maybe we've all lost sight of this situation, that this originally started with a missing child. How did it go from a baby missing, a baby found deceased? He said, she said, Michelle said it's going down in Alabama. Yeah, it's ratchet down there right now. Nobody can even get mad at nobody for saying anything about Alabama right now. There's no way nobody could say, you're wrong to be talking Alabama. I mean, come on with all that. Something is gritty, grimy down there. Okay, it's foul down there, because the fact that this child has left, dang, I hadn't heard the news about Anaya. Yeah, we're gonna get to that too. This is bad. Yes, situation has gone too far, T-Money. You're right. A baby went missing, fantasies. He said, she said, blah, blah, blah. But let me say this to everybody who's now can watch live and they'll see this video down the road. Dominic McKinney, you put Two Guns on the map. No shade. Hello, how you doing, Veronica? No shade to Two Guns, but keeping it 100. When you went on that man's Facebook page and you accused him and that fella of kidnapping your child, you put him on the map. And frankly, for those of you who want to keep saying Two Guns is clout and all that, come on now. You all don't really pay attention to the details. He could easily, day one, came back and said, well, let me tell you about this Negro. He asking me for $2,500 for a ransom. Two Guns didn't do that. So if it's about clout, no ma'am. No ma'am. Because if somebody chasing clout, they going to go live on site. They going to jump on, hey, let me go tell everybody what this Negro want. He asking for money, woo, woo, woo. Chris, you all been missing the details, some of you, and me as well. See, I chop everything up. I'm a very analytical person. I listen to everything. Right. Capitalizing on the opportunity. Right. He put Two Guns on the map the day he went on his Facebook page to accuse him of the kidnap, him and Nolan. Nolan stayed quiet. Kudos to Nolan. I know this fella, but he is late in the cut. For those of you in the street know what that means. Okay, bye. Yes, Big Angie's been around. Quit playing. Seriously. Hey, he has said nothing. But Two Guns decided to say, I'm going to speak. That's right. That's right. Two Guns said, no, we're going to be quiet. I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk. And somebody should have. You should always, how you doing, lucky girl? You should always defend your character. I don't care what it's about. Somebody's throwing shades, is accusing you of something, and kidnapping is a heinous crime. Right. He's manipulating authority. Well, Chris, I don't know about that just of yet, because like I keep telling people, we really don't know what's going on behind closed doors as of yet with the police, the FBI. And listening to Dominic give a 411 account of being in cahoots with the law, that's nothing to me. Because I know that as of now, hey, thank you, Ms. Washington, thank you. You have thrown yourself under the bus. So the police at this point in no way would say, we are a ride or die fan of Dominic McKinney, because you have now implicated these people as being in cahoots with you, and you are steadily talking and bashing people and talking on this jukebox, and I'm sick of it. Yes, lucky girl, I mentioned that before you jumped on, baby. I did mention that. Who would be in cahoots with you right now? I hope they are watching them, Chris Brooks. I hope the police who should be at this point. A lot of talk is going on with this case, with them, not even about the baby anymore. Let's be truthful. Court is this week, December 4th, for those of you who need to remember that. Derica and all them go to court this week. Yes, you all see how this is spinning out of control, that it has gone past the death of a child. It is all personal vendettas with the parents. Dom throwing shade at the baby mother, talking that nasty talk. I didn't watch that whole video on Planet of the Fakes because you know what? It's so much to digest and try to keep up with, but it goes to show you he has no respect for her. Hi, are you calling her crusty, but you just last week, didn't you allegedly apologize to her on Facebook or something? See, this is what I'm talking about. All this back and forth, back and forth. He's very childish for his age. He's very childish. And the more we talk about him, let's be truthful. Call a spade a spade. The more we talk about that clown, giving him what he wants. He's doing this for attention. He is lonely, he is thirsty. Thank you, lucky girl. He is thirsty, he's hungry, he is miserable down there. All this stuff you saying about Two Guns don't got a car. Well, let's keep it real. Are all your cars in your name, dum-dum? Because you are the street. Right. Calling her crusty, yet sleeping with her for 13 years. You're right. That's foul. See, this is what I'm saying. You're talking bad about this man. He don't got a car, this, the other. Why are you worrying about that man business? Where you get your car from? Because last we didn't hear that you work at Home Depot or McDonald's. You don't have a government job. So what is the problem? Yes, we've heard about that too, Legs. He hasn't seen his child. See, he talks too much. He talks way too much. And really nobody cares about what Dom is talking about. He's really irrelevant. But we're giving him his little 5 minutes of fame because he keeps jumping on, going live all the time. He got something to say about this and that. Nobody really cares. I'm on YouTube, so I just go on and make a video. That's why I went live tonight, just go on and air this out, not even have to do a video. I said, let me go on and address some of this stuff because I'm just sick of this. Alabama ain't had that much attention since MLK assassination. Very interesting. Oh, somebody said talking about the mayor on his side. Well, let me tell you something. Like Two Guns said, because a lot of people really not giving Two Guns a little bit of credit, having some common sense. The mayor has an agenda. The chief has an agenda. And everybody's agenda is not the same. Foaming at his dirty mouth, drugs. You great. That's what I was thinking. You see how angry he was when he was talking about Two Guns. I said, look at this Negro. This Negro getting ready to take off. Girl, if he could fly, he would. That Negro, yes, he was damn near foaming at the mouth. I said, look at this little baby werewolf up here. All that. What is that all that about? Two Guns got you all riled up like that? He jealous. He jealous of Mr. Vito. He is jealous of him. Somebody else said that. Oh, Planet of Fake said that. It's jealousy. It's animosity. You got all this hate for this man when this man was minding his business before the child was even reported missing. Hello. Stay focused, homeboy. You put two guns on the map. And thank you. Thank you. I surely don't mind. Hello, Carolyn. How you doing, baby? You put two guns out here. You put Mr. Nolan. I can only imagine what Mr. Nolan would have to say. That's who I really would like to hear from. But I'm sure he's the type of fella, he feel like I don't have nothing to say. If I got something to say, I'll let you all know. And I respect that. But it would be nice to hear from Mr. Nolan. Because I don't see him picking with Mr. Nolan like he picking with Mr. Two Guns. And why is that, you guys? Don't you find that interesting? Didn't he say he know April was not there? He was there. Well, you know what? Let me run down some things. Hello. Thank you. Hello, Purple Sheep. CB, how you doing? Thank you. Okay. I want to mention some stuff to you all that, thank you, Sharon. I want to mention something to you guys that never discussed since I've been on this channel talking about the baby. And I know you already shout now, honey, because I'm about to bring it to you, baby. Did y'all ever Google what time the sun set on October 12th in Birmingham, Alabama? Well, I just Googled it before I got on. And I don't know why I didn't do this before. I'm getting ready to tell you. At 6:18 p.m., the sun set in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, Central Time. It takes between 70 and 100 minutes for it to get dark outside. I'll wait. 16. Y'all, are y'all following me? 6:18, it is dusk. 70 to 100 minutes is dark. So, you see where I'm going with this, right? That timestamp on that camera had 8:24 when she was lured out that park, which was dark. Baby girl just said she got to Tom Brown when it was daylight. Now, what time was that, baby? What time was that when you got there? Because you see, if you said you was at that park and two people vouching for you, and one person said 6:30, and the gentleman said 7 p.m., almost 7 or a little after 7, he last saw you, then that means it was when you left the park. I hear you, Shawnee V. Y'all see where I'm going with this? No matter where you live in America, when winter approaches, oh, somebody said they had to call her and let her know Cupcake was missing. Listen, when the time starts to change and we approach winter, I don't care where you live in America, it starts to gradually get darker sooner, even before we set the clocks back. So if these two people are vouching to have seen her 6:30, 7 o'clock at the park on the field, that means it had to still have been near dark. Okay? So this is why I kept saying, why won't she give a time? Stop telling me that you was at the park and then somebody was playing with mud pies and then you went and dropped the kids off in the bouncy house, because now you see, I'm telling you, we can now say that 6:18 was dusk in Birmingham, Alabama on October 12th. So that means that's about near dark. Who killed that baby for real? Baby, I don't know. You sure asking the wrong one. What else I want to talk about? Let's talk about Miss Dominic Novi. He running scared. Put a hit on him. You know what? We're going to get to that 20 racks. Just a second. We're going to talk about that 20. We're going to talk about that 20 racks in just a second. I want to talk to you about something that none of y'all mentioned in the column or on any other channel. Nobody's mentioned this. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. Did it ever occur to you all why Shantae Long? Oh, it's 30 racks now. Oh, okay, 30 racks. Okay, I can't right now. Mickey Shay, are you down there in Alabama? Because how you know it was 30 racks now? Now, don't you start that. Don't you start no mess now. Carolyn Greer saying it was 30 racks. Okay. Well, Jesus. Okay. No tombstone though. Well, there is a tombstone. You all did see him in that video wiping it off, wiping off the other officer, fallen officers. We're gonna talk about that too. Baby, bye. You know that's clouding right there. Child, going with all that. Okay. Let me y'all hold up on this comments right quick. Just wait 1 second. Bear with me. Bear with me. I 950 is not the score. Yeah, we know that, baby. Yeah, that was the time. And I tell you, I don't get confused by when people post pictures and stuff, because you can have a picture you took yesterday and post it today. That doesn't really mean anything. So see, we don't know if that's the actual picture when they were at the ball field. And remember, there was a shooting that day, so the time was moved forward for the game. So the game could have ran late. Maybe it did run into dark. I don't know. I wasn't there. Listen to me. I want y'all to listen to something now that nobody has talked about. Shantae Long, when she went to the news to say April was in for 3 minutes, went inside for 3 minutes and came back out. You all remember that story? The 3-minute story? And the baby was gone. Did it ever occur to you all? Oh, 30 racks. Dom said it on Facebook. Okay, well, I'm not on his Facebook page, Miss Veronica. I have not been fortunate enough to raise the pages of Mr. Dom. Hey, Auntie Ange. Ooh, Tasha, you need to stop. Okay, you guys. That looked like a marker for the headstone. Yeah, that was one of the flat ones that's in the ground. Yes, Karen. It was a flat one. Oh, guys, think about this. Oh, it's funny how he had so much to say about Vito life, but couldn't tell you nothing about Cupcake's. Like, well, we already figured that. I don't think nobody knew too much about Cupcake, but maybe the mother. Okay, I want you all to think about what I'm getting ready to say. Arkansas, how y'all ain't gonna let me get this out. Shantae Long, seriously now. I think the housing authority, the police, DHS, somebody has said something. They got there at the apartment at 7:30. I never heard of saying that they got there at 7:30. And see, where you get that from? Because that's not what she said in the live. She said it was daylight. And that's what she said in that interview too. 7:30 was not daylight. Now we all know that. Where you live in America, you know 7:30 is not daylight, wintertime. Now, no, come on now. But listen, Shantae Long, I think she went to the news with that cooked half-baked story about that 3-minute watching her in the bouncy house BS, because who's to say the housing authority hadn't said something to Shantae Long about what happened October 12th? What went on? Were you there? Were you keeping the kids? Where were your kids? You think those housing authority people and DHS probably didn't talk to Shantae Long and ask her? Because, we haven't heard anything about that. And I think that's where half-baked story came from. Maybe she was threatened about her housing, Section 8 housing. You all better think about that now. Come on, stay woke with me. Don't you find it odd, out of the blue, here comes this story about the 3-minute watching the baby in the bouncy house? Did somebody get to Shantae Long to say, hey, I got to have a version. I got to tell these folks something. This is my apartment. I live here. April, you don't live here. Because you're telling people you came here, brought your baby here, and now people talking that nobody was here to watch the child, because allegedly the child was dropped off 2 times by a mysterious jail. So we got to come up with some type of story. So you're going to have to say you were at the apartment. You're going to have to come up with a story that you were at the apartment, blah, blah, blah. Have you seen the video that did to Vito, that the dad did to Vito? Okay, every day she brought the kids there. Yes, she did. And I made a comment about that in my video. That was April's schedule. That was not Cupcake's schedule. Cupcake is a 3-year-old. She goes where her parents take her. I don't have nothing bad to say about Section 8 house. Of course I wouldn't. Okay, come on. But what I'm saying is, why would that be the choice for a child every day? You got parks, you got the library, you got all kind of places you could take a child after school, after daycare. You work all these hours and do not live in public housing, but you would decide after you deal with your children's schedule and you get off from work to go pick up a cousin, whomever, then go hang in the projects every day. That sounds crazy to me. Now, some of you may disagree. You may say, well, my mama, daddy, sister live in the projects and I go by and check on them. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about checking on parents, checking on a sick one, or visiting a friend that live in public housing. I'm talking about that being an everyday routine and you don't live in public housing and you have children. Now her sister Latoya Long saying someone not right. Okay. So you see, I'm saying there's other places you can take a child besides hanging in the project day. You have other places you can take a child. That's all I'm saying. Every day seems extreme. It seems to me that was April's routine. That's where she wanted to be. That's where she wanted to hang. And like I said, you grown, that's your business. But for a child, I find it odd. There's too many places you can take a child. You know, like I said, what's wrong with the public library? A lot of African-American children cannot read or write. They cannot comprehend. They get past school through the 12th grade and still can't read and comprehend, do basic math. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of places you could take a 3-year-old. Okay. And the fact that she still is basically not trying to own her part in what happened on October 12th. Throwing the blame on other people, how other people live, and who getting high, who going to the dope spot, who's still letting their children walk to school. That's pretty low. Because you know what? I feel like this. Maybe some people are doing those things, but they're on Front Street and their baby didn't get kidnapped yet or murdered yet. So why you throwing shade on them folks? We know a lot of folks found out it was perfect. Maybe taking Cupcake'S where she would actually have to watch her. Right. And I think that's what Tom Brown became. Now, I don't know if her mother lives there as well, but I think Tom Brown was just a place to drop that baby off, because somebody made a comment on social media a while back that that's helpful would leave the car running. Okay, somebody saying the baby, that April wasn't there. Daddy said that. Okay. Somebody made a comment on social media that April would pull up and the motor still running and the children jump out and she go on about her business. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I wouldn't doubt it, because that's the impression I got from her words by trying to pass the buck, that other people do it. Other people visit their relatives. Other people leave their children outside. April's sister name is Ashley King. Okay. Okay. Thank you, baby. Veronica. I think this was, yes, I saw that, and that Vito, for everybody that's listening, Vito's nephew was murdered this morning, about 3 a.m. And the young lady is, I think, still in critical condition in the hospital. I think this was her norm, taking her children there. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. I think that was the norm, taking those kids there, dropping them off. But her version now is, I was there, we chit-chatted, we talked, I turned my phone on. Then she kind of subtly said, oh, I sent him out. It's almost like she mumbled it. She was really afraid to say, I sent my son out to go find her. Like how more people talk when they spin a story. Like how I'm talking to you. Basic English. Hello, how are you? It's Tom Brown Community Center. No, baby, it's a housing project. It's where you have a low-income housing. Go by your income. So it's very interesting to me how all these two versions are coming up. Her live feed in her car, this interview with some church lady, and it's as if, like I said, hi, thank you, Jay Singleton, hello. You're passing the buck as if, well, everybody does it. All children play, all children run amok. Nobody watches their children. Oh, Lee. Oh, okay, with the A, I'm sorry. The A was threw me off. I'm sorry. Hello, Lee. How you doing? So, girl, Ann Clark, please stop. Paulicia's sister is Ashley King. Her cousin is Ashley Roscoe. Well, I can't keep up with all these Ashley. Then who the hell is Ashley Williams? It's so many of them. Dang. Okay. The point I'm making, I think he came down on Miss Shantae Long. That's why she went to the news to give a version. Maybe her housing was in jeopardy because naturally people talk, neighbors talk. Who's to say people weren't calling the rental office to say, hey, this is what's been going on. Now baby went missing. Woo, woo, woo. You all got to think about stuff like that. LaTonya's April 2nd cousin. She said here on April don't spend much time together. Okay. But I've been watching a lot of videos, a lot of craziness going on. Yes, it is a hot mess, Rena. I want to make sure I got everything. But hey, you guys, I don't know if you all have tuned into my other, well, I'm not going to go there. Let me do the 20 racks talk right quick. We're gonna give Two Guns his 30 minutes of fame. We ain't worried about Dom. Hey, don't hate. Don't hate on Two Guns. Somebody jumped over here at me like, y'all talking about he cute and he funny. I laugh at Two Guns because I like the way he talk. I laugh at the way he talk. You know, I hear you too. Two Guns to me says things, 30 racks. Oh, 30 racks. Carolyn, you owe me. Wow. Okay. Listen, Two Guns is a Southerner, such as myself. We have different ways of talking in different parts of the world, just like people on the East Coast talk different than people here in the South. He's animated when he talks. He stretches his words out. A lot of people talk like that here in the South. They sing when they talk. You understand what I'm saying? So he's animated. That's his business. That's his business. But as I stated, Dom put this boy out here. And now some people want to get upset about what's being said, people taking sides. But I've watched Dominic. I didn't have anything negative to say about Dominic. And I'm going to go on word and say that right here. And I hope he's listening. In the beginning, I had nothing negative to say about him. I waited. And then I started listening to you all's comments, this and that. And I started thinking, man, I don't know. Maybe there's something to what they're saying about these news feeds, you know, the Centerpoint comment and she would only come to me and knew all my cars. So, you know, I kind of weighed it out. So, good evening, Miss Hello, Brenda. How are you? So, I don't know why people want to get upset about us talking about Two Guns veto or liking him or disliking him. I don't have no reason not to like him. He hasn't done anything to me. And he's not, as I say, he doesn't have a child missing that's now deceased. The story's not about Two Guns. Mickey Shea says, Alabama folks tend to sing or hum words when they are mad. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Two Guns isn't the issue. These other side pieces, side shows, no disrespect and trying to talk bad about them. Just what I'm trying to say is they are not the subject. Who saw a baby put in a trunk, Two Guns, this cousin, that cousin, this person's feed, doesn't matter. This all started with a missing report about a child, which eventually led to finding a baby deceased. And now this father has got everybody crunk, different people taking sides about strangers we do not know. We are entitled to our opinion, but a lot of us have formed our opinion about the situation from their own mouths, their own behavior. So I always say, if somebody wants to get angry at the fact you put this mess out here. You would not stop talking. Veronica says she likes Two Guns. Okay. So Dom needs to get upset at himself. You got the ball crunk. You threw this guy out here. Nobody knew him. Damn, get over yourself. I am sick of him. All this crying and crying and crying. Hello, Vicky. Just, excessive crying about this man and foaming at the mouth and going live to talk about Two Guns. Really it's gay to be sitting up here crying about another man that you mentioned. You went to his Facebook page and accused him of kidnapping. Now you mad and talking bad about the man. It's like, well, hell, you should have never mentioned his name. Hello, Sandra. How are you? Good to see you. Stupidity. 30 racks, you all say. You haven't been to see your son. Let your baby mama tell it. You've only texted one time. So, right. Where was all this energy when Cupcake got snatched? That's right. Dom Dom has lost focus, but I think this is who he is. He's telling on himself. This is who he actually is. He is showing you that he is a selfish creature. He is narcissistic. He is a sociopath. He is an empty vessel. And this is how he behaved before Cupcake went missing. If anybody wants to sit here and say that, I'm not listening to that gay comment, Miki Shay, don't you start now. If, girl, you done made me lose doubt. Dominic is getting reckless. I believe he had something to do with his daughter's death. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. I got 91 people, 92 people listening. Thank you. You know I can't look at y'all to talk to. Y'all throwing me off. Okay, so he crying about, well, when I say crying, I mean he just keep talking, Tracy. Just, you keep talking about this man. It's not natural. It's not natural for a man to talk about another man. That's women behavior, or as they say in the street, bitch behavior. Just to keep crying about what somebody said or did. At some point, it's redundant. It's a broken record, and people don't want to keep hearing it. And when men talk about other men, it's not natural. I'm just saying, it's not natural. It's very gay. It's very bitch. It's a bitch move. You're a grown man, and to just sit up endlessly, going live, talking about another two-legged man with a penis is ignorant. Excuse my language, but it's ignorant to me. Talk about something else. Talk about your son. Why don't you talk about him? Focus on your son. You have another child. You have 2 other children with Miss Paulisha. Why don't you focus on those other children? That's what I don't understand. This is what I'm trying to tell you all. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you so much, Miss Veronica V. You have other children who need your undivided attention. You do not need to be on social media. Hello, Tabitha. Thank you. Welcome. You need to focus on your children. You need to focus on living a better life. You need to focus on getting out the street. You need to grow up. You have shown America your character. You have shown people that your priority is Facebook. Facebook don't pay no bills. I think we all know this. YouTube ain't doing all that either. So grow up. Change your life. You could change your life. You don't have to be this heathen that you're making yourself out to be. You're choosing to be this nasty wretched. This is why I keep telling you all, everything is in the details. When you look at people talk and act like this, it has nothing to do with grieving. Listen to me good. I want some of you all to stop saying that. They're grieving. Don't you see by now, a month and a half in, ain't nobody grieving? Because there's no way you have the strength to do Facebook every waking day, posting ratchet commentary, going live, talking bad about somebody who don't have a dog in the race, posting nasty ratchet commentary about somebody that don't have a dog in the race. You just lost a child. Dominic is out of control and he's going to run out. Honey, he runs out. Listen, he already done. Right. That's a good point, Rena. Dominic was very calm during his interviews, news feeds, but now he's, all over the place. That's an interesting point. Yeah, high as a kite. Well, somebody said that about the video that was on Planet of the Fakes. He seems very just livid and angry. Well, and that's right. Mickey Shay, you're right. I think he's guilty of something. What it is, I don't know. Vicky said Dominique don't care about none of his kids. He had beat. Okay. Let me tell you all something that's really crazy. A rabid dog. Perfect. That's what he looked like. Because I was looking at him today and I was like, dang, he going off. He gonna start foaming at the mouth. What the hell wrong with this black child? What's wrong with him? He was just, I was just like, and all them teeth he had in his mouth, somebody jumped on my channel and said, he need to take that gold out of his mouth. I said, boo-boo, the gold is out. The gold is out. Them choppers up in his gums. Carolyn, does he has twins? Yes, he has 2 twin girls. Let me tell you something. I have a friend in Alabama, Julie. How you doing? Oh my God. He needs a vet. I'm done. Somebody was on Paulicia's, friend of mine was checking it out tonight, and she was talking to me because I don't go over there. And she was talking about some ugly things and said, and somebody on there does not like Miss Paulicia. And I thought, wow, what is all this about? You just calling that girl all kind of nasty stuff and talking about STDs. I just thought, wow, y'all losing sight. And let me say this to you guys. No matter how you feel about these people, no, he has two other girls, Jay Singleton. He has two twin girls by another baby mother, Paulicia. Hell, don't talk bad about the children. You can joke all day about these clowns involved in this child's death case or whatever, but let's not talk about the children because children don't ask to be here. Children don't ask for these type of parents. You know, let's just think about it. If the world was made to where we could stand in a line and pick our parents out, who the hell would pick these people out? Nobody. So I don't want you all talking bad about the parents. You know, that's low. That's low down. Don't do that. Don't compare the children. Some people have compared the kids, Paulicia's children, to Cupcake. That's not good because you know that made me. I started thinking about that. If you all are outsiders and you're talking bad about Paulicia's kids versus Cupcake, maybe that actually happened in real life. Maybe somebody felt some type of way about their baby versus Cupcake. I don't know. I'm just speaking. Speculation. Right. Rhonda, you. Oh, y'all are mean. But listen, if outsiders are talking about, hey, these kids look better than this baby, which is wrong. You all know that's wrong. Aside, you know that's wrong. Maybe that baby mother could have felt that. Maybe those kids could have felt that. Maybe they thought this little girl's prettier. She gets more attention. You know, I don't know. But I can honestly say I don't really know if that it could be true because the way Dominic is acting right now, how much attention could he have been paying Cupcake when she was living? I mean, look at his attitude. Look at his disposition. He's nasty. It's very nasty. Seems jealous of Cupcake. So somebody thinks Paulicia seems jealous of Cupcake. Well, I don't know. I don't know much about Paulicia except for the little things I've seen on social media. One post I read a couple weeks ago about B Daddy, some comments she made about laying down with a man or baby daddy. It's a bunch of mess. Somebody said he's disgusting. Rhonda said Rhonda, you a mess. He's disgusting. But I'm telling you, whoever this funny person is that's on Paulicia's page, my friend was reading stuff off that she was saying, those comments are ratchet. Now, I didn't know if this person was white, black, or what, because I thought it might have been a white person, because they were saying a lot of nasty stuff. But then my friend said, no, black person, because they're holding something up on their Facebook profile. But it seems like they're saying some really nasty things about Paulie, talking about diseases and this and that. And it's just like, are they speaking from, they know something or just assuming, because he's got different baby mamas and picking up different women along the way. But I think what's sad to me is that Paulicia was arguing with, random people on Facebook when the baby first went missing, threatening about the FBI, whomever coming to her house. They, talking very nasty, filthy mouth. And then the day of the baby's funeral, Dominic is at the funeral with another lady. And I thought, what the hell is going on? 30 racks. What has Two Guns Vito done to Dom that he would offer money to an individual, plural, to get rid of Two Guns Vito? You hate this man this much that you would offer? Jesus, I mean, oh, wow. Something's wrong with this boy. I mean, it's. I hate to say this because I don't want to bring bad luck to myself, but somebody need to put him out of his misery. He's a very miserable person. Right. None of that matters. These adults are the ruin of their children's lives. You're right, Rhonda. You're so right. But Dominic's got some type of vendetta, animosity towards Two Guns, and I don't know why. Only thing I can think of, as I stated now, is that he let the world know about $2,500 ransom money he asked for. And Two Guns let him know, hey, I'll give it to you. We go get her, woo, woo, woo. But as you see, that was the plan because he was lying to that man. He was trying to scheme and scam him. And that's another point. You know damn well he's not about to give nobody 20 racks, 30 racks when he can't even take care of his children. Okay? He's not seen his son. So that shows me a lot of his character and his behavior as well after the fact. And now you're trying to hurt this man or whatever you're trying to do. You're not about to pay them people. I'm going to tell you what would happen. He would have gave them a small portion of money to try to harm this child, young man. And God forbid if they were to go through with it. They'd have never seen another dollar from Dom Dom, and then they'd be hunting him down and blowing his damn brains out. That boy need to sit down somewhere because he is a spectacle, and he is a joke. It's like I said, it's almost as if we have forgotten that a child was murdered. A child was murdered, and this is what it has come to. 30 racks, Rena. Oh, honey, 30,000, honey. $30. Basically, nothing, nada. That boy ain't getting ready to pay nobody nothing. He's just making a fool of himself. And if he actually solicited these people for that, why in the world would you do that? Knowing somebody would tell it. And it's a crime to solicit a murder. Did he not know that? Oh, I forgot this is Alabama. You get a free pass to do anything down there. I forgot all about that. This is Alabama. When you can get bonded out on attempted murder and go kill a young lady. Yeah, forgot Alabama. Forgot what I was talking about. Somebody says Vito knows a lot about Dominic. But see, that's another thing I made a comment about. Whatever Two Guns knows about Dominic, it really doesn't matter because, as I stated before, other people know probably just the same information that Two Gun knows about Dom Dom. If the cousin can go live and say he's robbing people, doing this and that, that means other people know the same information. So there's nothing special about whatever the hell he's been doing down there in Birmingham. And we know he don't have a job because we haven't heard of him having any viable employment. So how you buy your truck and your other cars? How you got 30,000, 20,000, whatever to put a hit on this man? You're talking bad about the man that he's never going to be a famous rapper and this, that, and the other. Well, you ain't about to be nobody famous either. You about to be famous for nothing, like somebody on their channel. Google your name on YouTube and other crazy street stuff come up. Not that you're doing anything successful with your own life. So you can't talk bad about this man. You're not doing nothing down there in Birmingham yourself. So you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Stop talking about that man. You look stupid. His opposition is not, how's Two Guns opposition? I don't understand. Thank you, King AJ. Thank you. I majored in broadcasting in college. I didn't finish, but I majored in communications. The baby, I can spin a record. I can work a radio station. Yes. Queen got skills, honey. But anyway, seriously, this is just nonsense. Total Brinks truck robbery. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Y'all want to bring that up? Y'all want to talk about that? So you all think he has something to do with that robbery that took place last December? Some people think that the driver was in cahoots. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I haven't heard that Mr. Dominic was ever investigated for that crime. I do not know. Vito isn't scared to say what's on his purple CB. No, he's not. And I commend Vito. Like I said, Dominic brought him to the forefront. He put him out here. So some people need to just lay off Vito only because Dominic did this. He brought this man's name out here. So now he's exacerbated the situation by throwing all these people under the bus. You know, he's doing something. Dom is trying to get all the oppositions locked up, especially Vito. But what opposition? How is Vito an opposition? I'm confused. About what? So Vito We first heard of Dominic connection to Brinks. Did we? Vito mention that? I didn't ever remember that he did that. Oh, April cousin put up a GoFundMe. Child won't hear nothing about nobody pertaining to April. I mean, no disrespect. Don't hear nothing about them folks. Okay, let's talk about this. Why did April say that none of the grandparents, that all the grandparents are deceased? So you mean to tell me you under the age of 30 and your mother's and father's parents are deceased? There's not one living great-grandparent? I find that odd. I just find that odd. Considering we got people that live to 100 years of age. Some lady just made it to about 100 and something years old in Alabama the other day. So now you're going to tell me there's no older people down there in Alabama living. All your great-grandparents of that child are deceased. Very interesting. Yeah, Dum just hating. I believe that. I believe that. I want to make sure I took all my notes. Okay, so we talked about the 30 racks. You all, I don't know if y'all still want to dwell on that subject or not, because I think it's foolishness, and it's just, to me, it's just somebody trying to get 5 minutes of fame. I don't know why anybody would want to throw their name out there and solicit somebody for murder, because you can do a lot of years depending on the state you're in for solicitation of murder. You know, solicitation can carry up to as many years as murder charge, for some of you who do not know that. Okay, you said I got a great-grandpa and I'm from Alabama, laugh out loud. That's what I'm saying. The younger you are, the chances of great-grandparent being alive is pretty high. You know, if you're 20, your mother had you young, maybe 17, 18, then her parents had her at 20, 18. Damn, they'll be alive. What the hell is she talking about? I don't understand. I think she's upset because maybe they haven't really been in her life, the baby's life. Maybe there's turmoil was going on at the time. I don't know, but it's so ghetto ratchet. It gets on my nerve. Oh, what happened to Anaya? He has been charged with capital murder, Mr. Ibrahim Yazid. She was shot to death. For those of you who do not know, that is the cause of death. They have not released any more information. They will not give a time of when he shot her. That's what I read before I jumped on. Just letting you all know. She was shot to death. I need to talk to you guys about something, okay? For those of you who haven't watched my videos or whatever, I should all these subscribers, but I don't get 200 likes on my videos. Come on now. I'm getting started like the other YouTube channel holders. Where are my likes for my videos? Okay, you guys, I need to talk to you about something. For those of you who are not watching the videos, my videos. Was it dismembered? Rena, come on now. Rena, you really want to do that? Oh. Listen, you guys, I want to talk to you about something serious. Serious. Bear with me. Advocate for Injustice. Thank you. Well, I have 2,000 subscribers, so every day, every time I upload a video, I should have that many likes on my videos. Okay, Miss Kitty, everybody, listen to me. Nobody comment. Listen to what I'm saying to you all. I brought another video about a young lady who is currently missing in the state of Alabama. Her name is Lakira Pig Goldsmith, 21 years of age. She knew Ibrahim Yazid and his baby mother. The baby mother has stated on social media that Ibrahim was locked up when Lakira stayed with them. I do not know. I have not been confirmed. I have been trying to reach out to someone who is affiliated with Lakira. They are supposed to have gotten back with me today. I called this person today late because I had gotten sidetracked. I'm trying to get this information so I can bring it to you all firsthand about Lakira's disappearance. But she does have a connection to Ibrahim Yazid, who kidnapped Anaya Blanchard and murdered Miss Blanchard. Okay, you guys? So go to her page, Lakira Goldsmith, aka Pig. I made a video about her. She has a open Facebook page. You all can go to that page and check it out. But what is disturbing to me is that she knew Ibrahim Yazid, okay? Now, the baby mother is saying he was in jail at the time. But when I go back into my little database, the Alabama.com app, and it showed today his current arrest up until today, I didn't see nothing that would have made me think he was locked up last year, 2018, November. She went missing November 28th, 2018. His arrest was this year, January, February 2019. He bonded out on a combined bond of $285,000. So before that, I didn't see anything that showed he was arrested and would have been incarcerated around November of 2018. He had something in 17 that could have went into the new year of 18, but I don't know. I need verification. He killed before. I do not know, sweetheart. That is the video I made the other day. Has he killed before? I think he has. Yes, 2019 of this year, you guys. He kidnapped a 77-year-old man and a 40-year-old man in a hotel, beat the 77-year-old severely to where he was unconscious in a car going down an interstate. Someone called the law. Someone stopped the car. And as the sheriff said, had we not stopped that car that night, we would have never caught him and the culprits. He had another white woman and black man with him when he committed that crime. So Yazid liked to get other people involved. But let me tell you this. On the murder charge, as of today, he is the sole conspirator of the murder charge against Anaya Blanchard. Nobody else is on the warrant. Okay, you guys? So Ibrahim Yazid is the sole killer in her case. That's what was said in an article I read today. Why the hell he out harming others? Hell if I know. Shit. That's Alabama. You talk to them government folks in Alabama. Alabama likes money. We see. They're greedy. They're hungry. They're thirsty. They don't mind letting these people walk around after they done damn near killed the person. You let somebody out on attempted murder on a bond so they can then go kill a young lady 9 months or so later. It's ridiculous. 8 months later or so. It's crazy. That girl should be alive right now. Now, we don't have a motive yet. I don't even want to think about it because it's disturbing. Yes, Brooke Lewis, thank you. Sign the petition for the judge in that case. Please, everybody, sign the petition to get the judge removed from bench. She does not deserve to have a job. She does not deserve to me. She shouldn't even be walking around breathing because she's foul. She was wrong for that. Why would you give somebody a bond and they damn near killed an elderly person? I mean, that's elderly abuse. He beat that man to where he was not woke when discovered in the same car with this man. And I'm telling you, he was getting ready to dump that man. I was telling a friend that the other night, I said, where was he going with that man in that car? Oh, he was getting ready to dispose of that man. Why would you have an elderly man in your car that you have beaten to where he is unconscious? Where were you going with him? Because he was going to do the same thing that he did to that young lady. He was going to dump that man. And I had already said in my video, Ibrahim has done this before. You don't wake up one day kidnapping some girl and dispose of her in the woods unless you've done this before. Oh, yeah, made a comment. That's what somebody said about in the river. Others. I hope not. Yes, Apostle. Apostle. Okay, yes, that's true. Life is cheap today. Yes, it is. People do not care anything about you. This is why I keep telling you all. The boogeyman has friends now. You all cannot just be out here wandering around in the street thinking only one person will do something to you. Others will be with them. Right. Small amount of weed, 25 to life. You're right. And I think that's sad. You know, Even though I don't partake in narcotics or any type of drugs, but that's bad. You're right. You get a drug charge and you do a lot of time for some drugs, but you'll let a murderer get a bond or attempted murderer get a bond. The petition, honey, I can't remember. Somebody might have put it on my, you're going to have to go on my channel, baby, under the video, under that video. What video did I make? Is it about, Lord, I can't remember what video I just, I can't keep up on videos. I think it's the video. Now, y'all tell her which video it was when somebody made the comment about the judge's petition. Child, I'm old. I can't keep up with everything. Lord have mercy. Help me. Change.org. Thank you. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you. Jennifer, go to change.org. It won't let me type it out. Oh, okay. Really? Well, honey, you know we're on this live, so who knows? I'm surprised I'm not blinking. It only does that when I have the charger in. But anyway, you know, so many things have come out with us talking about, you know, the case in Birmingham. And it just seems like it has become so ratchet and it's disturbing. This is why when two guns allegedly got arrested last week or whatever, that I never talked about that because I felt like, you know, it really didn't have anything to do with Cupcake's case or trials or anything. And I didn't want to be reporting on stuff that didn't have any bearing. But as you see, I'm now talking about two guns only because the father, who is the deceased child's father, is making him relevant and bickering back and forth with him. So I decided you probably need to go on and discuss it, talk about it, go live, whatever, because other channel holders are discussing these live feeds. So this is the only reason why I didn't go into whatever happened with two guns last week or some shooting with the police. I still don't have verification of that story. Never brought it up because I didn't feel like I needed to. You know, I still don't know how some of you all came up to some decision about some squirmy guy from the Nias case was involved with two and all that. I just didn't want to get into all that because I didn't know anything about it and I hadn't heard anything. And when I don't have anything concrete, I just try not to bring stuff in. I'll let other people talk about it on their channels if they want to. I didn't want to go there with all that because I didn't, you know, have any verification and I didn't want to get no rumors started out that I said anything. Because as you see, some channel holders are having some legal trouble by their commentary. Hello, Nitra, how you doing? Some people are having legal trouble on YouTube at the moment and are being sued by other people, are being accused of different crimes. One has been arrested that I heard. So you have to be very careful about what you're saying on this jukebox about these crazy people. Although I let it be known that everything I say on here is my opinion. And that's why when I do a video, I start out with telling you where I got the information from. I always give you the news source. Because, you know, people get very ignorant when you start talking and it's like, why are you talking about that? And da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, well, everybody else is talking. What is the problem? I mean, that's why it's called YouTube. It's about you and everybody else. Don't forget to say allegedly. Yes, allegedly. Allegedly. You are so right, T-Money. I will keep that in mind. Allegedly, they say. So if we say allegedly, I might as well not even talk. Because I got to keep saying allegedly. But I always, yes, that's why I still say it's my opinion. I'm not saying it's a fact. And if you know, if you ever been in a Webster's dictionary, you know an opinion is not fact. So anybody with sense should know that when you're talking, if you say this is my opinion, that doesn't mean it's a fact. It's just my opinion. Other opinions. But like I told some lady who jumped on, I don't know if I was on somebody's page or a news page or something. Some woman was just going off like, he could sue you. Dominic needs to sue you for what you're saying. I'm like, look here, heifer. Ain't nobody never said he committed a crime. I never said he did it. I never said he did it. I'm giving an opinion that he looks suspicious. He sounds suspicious. His behavior is suspect. But I never said he killed the child. I said that's suspicious. Okay? So you talking about him suing me. Well, like I told this heathen, if Dom Dom wants to sue me or anybody on social media for talking about the mess that he started, make sure when you're talking to your lawyer about suing Big Ange and any other YouTube channel holder or anybody on a news page or Facebook, you make sure you give all that money back to them GoFundMe pages. That's what you do. You do that while you suing these people for discussing the mess that you concocted and got crunk on social media. Thank you very much. Okay, I want to talk about some other gossip I'm hearing on the other people's channels. And this is getting real ratchet and stupefied. What is this mess about him talking about Nolan knowing, Nolan Two Guns knowing Stallworth. Nolan got him bonded Stallworth out. Now, you know, that's just foul. 6 people put up a bond for Patrick Stallworth, and they were family members. And that is public information. I'm sure anyone can find that information out. But this goes to show you, when you are illiterate and a fool, you don't think before you speak. I'm sure you all could go find out who posted the bond for Patrick Stallworth. And I can't see this Nolan fella or anybody affiliated with him, taking the bond back. Because, see, this shows you how stupid Dom is. The bond was retracted, allegedly, or they were trying to get it taken back. What? Dom said Nolan's dad was one of the 6 bailers. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not getting ready to believe that. I don't even like saying it on this channel because that just sounds so ratchet. Right. Dom is saying a lot, but yet he didn't have the energy to take care of his children and provide. That's the point. The name he said isn't Nolan's dad. See, everybody coming in. Hello, old man Clutch. Lord Jesus. Jesus wept. You know Jesus is crying. He's like, Lord, I wish the children sit down somewhere. So this is what I'm saying about all these accusations. You talk bad about this Nolan fella and Two Guns day one. Now you wait a month and a half in to implicate this man with Patrick Stallworth taking your child and now posting bonds. It's like, when are you going to just stop? So what has Nolan done to him? Because at first it's supposed to be something about a female. Is it April? Allegedly. Let him tell it. He wouldn't go ham about a female that he's laid with. Well, then what is your beef with Nolan? Why are you trying to implicate him now once again with his family members posting the bond for Patrick Stallworth? Why are you riding these two? You riding these 2 men down. What is your problem, dude? You doing too much. Why didn't he tell the police when this situation first happened? Oh, because he slept with April Nolan. Oh, God, Jesus. Listen, somebody said, I ain't putting my house for no dang body. Laugh out loud. I sure wouldn't either. I don't care what it was. If it was just a porn charge, you couldn't get no bond money out of me. Territory for drug trade. I don't even know if it's that. You know, I have a Facebook friend that told me, he said, what if this isn't about anything that people think it's about? What if it doesn't have anything to do with drugs, that baby getting kidnapped? What if it's not about none of that? It ain't about no drugs. It ain't about none of that. Did any of you all ever think about that? That maybe this isn't about what everybody is gossiping about on Facebook and YouTube? Could it just be these 2 are sick people and exacted a crime against a child, and the father took advantage of the situation that his child was missing to get money from people because he's just a ratchet human being? He's just a greedy SOB, and he took advantage of the fact that Cupcake was missing, and his past came to light because he started throwing people under the bus, and that's what got all this mess hyped. So people thought he had something to do with it because he was talking in circles on the news outlets. Well, somebody said, don't believe what he's saying. For him to allegedly be a street guy, he's doing a lot of snitching. And that is true. Now, that's true. For him to talk about street code and all that, He does a lot of talking for somebody from the street, because most guys from the street don't talk. They don't talk about anything. They don't conversate. And a lot of them, they don't gossip either. They don't talk about other men. They don't talk about what other people are doing. They just don't do that. I mean, to me, a real street guy, is all kind of street people, but just some old beef. Right, since they were little. Vito said he's been knowing him since he was little. Somebody said that. Not in Alabama. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe this is just not about none of the stuff we think it's about. It's just maybe these people were cruel people, took the child for their own selfish reasons, murdered her, and he played off on the fact that the child was missing, and it was a way for him to come up and get some money. And the mother just wasn't watching her child, and they took advantage. Could be that. Could be. These people watched her, knew she had been outside all the time, unattended. There she is. Let's go get her. We don't know. And I always say that now because some people think, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. Like I said, I just give my opinion. I don't know who murdered the child. I don't know the two men that were in the video. Yes, it looks suspect. Yes, it does look like the child knew the person. Yes, it looks like they dropped some candy or something that the children were bending down picking up. That's just what we saw in the video. I could not make out the people in the video. To this day, I don't know if the person in the video had a limp. I don't know. I'm just listening to some of the comments that you all have made. So I have no idea if the person in the video has a limp. I don't know if the baby father, Dominic McKinney, has a limp. I don't know. I'm not there in Alabama. I can't say. Does Dominic McKinney have a limp? Are we ever going to get to the truth about anything pertaining to that night? Well, this is something else a lot of you haven't thought about. When all this mess got crunk, and people start forming their opinions about Dominic McKinney and April Thomas, and it came out that some people didn't think that Derica and Starworth committed this crime. Maybe they kidnapped the baby, but that Dominic paid them or whatever. Somebody did. We now know he can't go back in court now and say somebody paid me to snatch her or that it was Dominic, because he's already said to the news people he doesn't know Dominic McKinney, April, or Cupcake. So how's it going to work for the defense? Did y'all think about that? I'll wait. Hello? Anybody out there? I got 90 watchers. Are y'all contemplating out there? Yeah, this is a ratchet tale of some shenanigans going on out there. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm 1 minute in. What if Patrick and Derica didn't commit this crime? I don't know. Yes, and Patrick stated he did not do this. Also, somebody was making a comment I was watching on my TV on YouTube. The way he looked at Derica, somebody made a comment of that he looked at her like this was somebody random commenter. A video feed off of Planet of Face where the lady was acting like, well, hey, he acted like he hated her, like shocked that he was getting arrested or charged with this crime. I don't know anything. I'm just listening right now with everything going on, all these live feeds, all this mess. A lot's going on. And I was thinking about, so I was watching Planet of Fakes tonight. This mess with all this LaBrittany and this other cousin going back and forth. I really want to talk about her and none of the people on here. I just don't like really talking about all that mess. But anyway, just the way the cousin was talking about Alicia's mother's house and the police going to the Alicia's mother's house. I thought about that. That could be a very dangerous thing. You go live saying you saw something and you mention somebody's house being on the road. And then we find out it wasn't Alicia's house. That was the mother's house. A person could feel some type of way towards you, if you all know what I'm saying. That's why I said a lot of things don't need to be on live. A lot of things don't need to be discussed on live. A lot of things don't need to be talked about on Facebook, because now you sent somebody to somebody's house, or something you said got somebody to call. Somebody may have called and sent the law to this person's house. and they take it personal, thinking that you're behind, the law coming to their home to look for a baby. So I could see that mother feeling some type of way, maybe toward those ladies, because all that was messed up. They go to this woman's house, they don't find a kid. And I was just watching the feed off Planet of Fakes, and I just said to myself, this is why social media it's out of control, especially with this case. Now, I haven't been around some people that's got all this going on in their life as far as all this back and forth Facebook stuff. I don't fool with people that get down like this. I don't get down like this. If I see the first time you jump up on my timeline with some crazy he said, she said, and you start calling somebody out by their government name on some old ratchet stuff, you getting deleted. You getting blocked. I don't play that because I'm 48 years of age. I don't do none of that ratchet stuff. I'm not even about to let you get you fame. I don't do none of that. Now, some people are down with that old ratchet type behavior, watching people talk about sex and dirty memes, and I've seen all that on these people's Facebook pages, and it's, to me, below the belt. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't too much participate in that person you just mentioned. I don't do none of that. Some of these young people need structure and guidance. Yes, I believe that. Yes, I believe that. But I'm just saying that you have to be very careful in a situation where a child went missing and found deceased, and the people are going back and forth, arguing and bickering, and now threatening one another, now putting hits out on people allegedly. So you see, you have to be careful about what you're saying, because this is the thing that a lot of people don't understand. We don't live in Birmingham. I don't live down there. So I can say basically what I want up here on YouTube, as long as YouTube don't have a problem with it. But those people live around each other. So they get jiggy, get to talking about each other, throwing out, like I said, full government names and all that, street addresses. That's a dangerous game. Because at some point in Birmingham, just like this area where I live, anywhere, you're going to bump into those same people at some point. You're going to be, like they say, at the Dollar General, the Walmart, the mall, a club, and the same folks you've been talking about, giving your 411 on social media about them, you don't never know the day you're going to bump into them. Listen, I've never witnessed people telling on themselves. Yes, I think all parties involved, except for two guns, I think all parties involved are guilty of something, because nobody behaves like this over a deceased child that they're supposed to be concerned with and actually having other children. I can't understand anybody saying that they're a parent and they're concerned for their a concerned parent who has children and they're behaving like this, and other people thinking, oh, this is a grieving situation. Do they know the police is looking at this stuff? I hope the police is looking. I hope the police is seeing that little guy that you all are giving a free pass to allegedly is a utter fool and a clown, and you need to be looking at him. And the fact that his name keeps coming, this Brinks truck, they're running that down in the ground right now on YouTube. Somebody's talking or something, because people keep bringing that up, and I don't know what's going on with that. I don't even know how his name even came up on social media with the Brinks truck. But I remember when all this first jumped off, that was one of the comments that came up, that somebody thought he robbed that truck, that he was involved in that robbery. Now, why people think that, I do not know. If it's because of that video where he was showing the money in that January video, it could be that, because that robbery took place this time last year. What was it? The day before Christmas, 2018. So, who knows? Okay, Tabitha, be careful. Thanks, darling. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's getting late. Y'all up here late watching me talk crazy. They probably work for the police. Oh, man, clutch. Oh, Jesus. They might. Alabama kind of wicked, Did you paddle your kids? Why are you asking me that? Did I paddle my kids? You're funny. He probably didn't split it with his partners and wants them out. I thought about that too. Do you know I thought about that today? I did think about that. Somebody saying, why is he doing all this? report this to the police. I don't know. I do think he needs to stop though. He's gone too far. You've badmouthed the mother, the cousin. You brought 2 guns into this. Now you're going back and forth with 2 guns. Now allegedly a hit put out on this man. You're doing too much. You need to give yourself a break. Because I'm tired of hearing it, really. It's sickening. We have yet to hear anything pertinent pertaining to the 2 people who have been apprehended. Let us see something to make us think that they actually participated in this crime. We can't even get to that part because of all this other buffoonery. Somebody says, Dom is sabotaging this case on purpose. That was Nietzsche. Okay. So you all think he's doing this on purpose. But see, this is what he doesn't understand. You can do all this you want as far as trying to implicate Pookie, Ray, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. The evidence is what is going to be important in getting a person convicted or getting a person off. So you trying to implicate all these other people, it doesn't matter. They still have to have solid evidence to link any other parties to Derica and Patrick. If coming out them 2 horses' mouth, no other DNA, no recordings, video surveillance. You all see where I'm going with this. We have seen him grieve. No, we have not. Because I can't believe that this is what would be considered a grieving process. The police need to check Dom again, Nietzsche. Well, who's to say that they're not? Always remember the police don't tell us everything. Some of us have been angry with the chief of police and the Birmingham Police Department thinking, maybe they got the wrong people. Maybe they didn't charge the mother with neglect. They didn't charge this father from his words and this and that. But like I said, who's to say that they are not watching these 2, that they're not? I don't know. We will never know because they don't tell us anything. This man wouldn't tell us nothing. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's very sad for Miss Anaya Blanchard. She was a very beautiful girl, and I feel so sorry for her family because this is just utterly foul what he did to that young lady for no reason. Look at y'all talking to yourselves in the chat. I hear you. Go ahead, Houston. So, what is next? He came off his deceased child. It seems that way, Nietzsche. I agree. Dom seems to be very thirsty and hungry. He seems to be a very lonely creature. He seems to be very bitter. He's one of those type of people. Things don't go his way, he will surely throw you under the bus. That's the type of person Dominic McKinney is. I have come to see that. I don't really need to see anything else because even if he did not plan this kidnapping murder of his child, he's a very vile person. These people need to be banned on social media. Nietzsche, I agree. Yeah, they do. They really do. Okay, Cincinnati, Ohio. Woo! Near my home. You're only a few hours from Chicago. I know that's right. But seriously, Taylor Williams case, no. So she's due court on Wednesday. Okay. T-Money 78. Well, this week seems to be a hot week for people going to court. But as you see, all these cases kind of went one after the other, if you all remember correctly. I'm not sure how the child mother dealt with his antics. Well, let's think about that for a minute. You all have seen how April talks in her live, how she conducted herself in the live feed, very stoic. She was just like a zombie talking. I don't know if that's how she talks. I don't know if she was medicated. What's the deal? But she was stoic in that live feed. She appears very slow for her age. You were talking about a woman that's almost 30 years of age, and she acts very slow for her age. I think she is easily manipulated. I think Dominic was more of a slick character. He is a slick character. So she was an easy mark for him. He saw that she was a bit slow. She would ride with anything. That's obvious. She has a child who's 10 or whatever. And then Cupcake is 3. So Years went by before she had another child, and then had another child by him. So, come on, do the math. You could have said he preyed on her. You know what I'm saying? She if she's a little slow, you know, he realized she'll take me back. She'll roll with me. Woo, woo, woo. You know, because you're talking about a 7-year age difference between her son and her daughter. That's a lot of years. And they're both still young people. And those twins that he, Paulisha, they are what? Underneath Cupcake? So I won't doubt that he was messing around with Paulisha and this girl probably at the same time. I would not doubt it. Dum Dum slow too. Okay. Gotcha. He is a live wire. Yes, he is. Nitra, you're right. He is a live wire. He is a live wire. But I think that these people are not happy people. I think that they are miserable creatures. They can get up here and portray themselves like they're doing so great and all that. And, oh, I got a whole hum life. I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. Well, maybe that's your problem. Maybe you need to find things to focus your time on. Maybe you need to be more proactive in your lifestyle, find better people, caliber of people to hang with, talk to, sleep with, have sex with, make babies with. You're right, Miss Thomas. We are not perfect. But I think you like this life you're living because you use it as an excuse. You're too easy to use as an excuse and throw the shade on other people when they're not the subject. They're not the ones on social media with their business. Hey, Angela, how are you doing? Carolyn, great. Had a wonderful holiday. I'm doing well. Hello, Rhonda. Thank you. I am wonderful. I am blessed. The queen is lovely. Honey, been shopping and buying stuff. And then I'm one of the type of people, I get stuff that it's like, you know what? I don't know if I like this. Got some mirrors last night from Ross. For those of you who shop at Ross, I don't know. I put them in my kitchen. I didn't quite like where they were, so I moved them to another wall. I do that all the time. I'm OCD. I move stuff around all the time. People always say that when they come in. They were like, wasn't that over there? Wasn't that over there? Yes, it was. The queen moved it. I rotate stuff around all the time. Very OCD. I don't like clutter. I don't like junk. I like a free space. You never know when you have to run and get out. Everyone seems toxic. Dysfunction seems like it's normal. This is true. This is true. You know what? Let's talk about something. I said this in my earlier videos because, I got a lot of flack when I did that video about him being jumped. Woo, them people came out of nowhere. What was said? So it was like, why y'all getting mad at me? But anyway, the son is who I feel sorry for the most. Okay. I feel, you OCD too? Okay. I feel sorry for Amari. Because as I stated, no one chooses parents. No one chooses the lifestyle that their parents bring them up in. And imagine what it has been like for him with this mother. Hearing things about her and the father. Children talk. Grown-ups talk. It would have to be horrible to be in his place right now. He has lost his sister. There's no telling what he's hearing behind closed doors in his home. His father is not calling him, talking to him, picking him up, taking him out. It's the holidays. Did you even go see your son for Thanksgiving? Did you pick him up? Have you taken him shopping? Are you buying him presents this year? Do you give a damn? Because it seems to me your focus is two guns veto. And what that other heifer doing that's with him? And I probably shouldn't call her that because that seems horrible of me. But I'm serious. What is this other girlfriend doing? Because let's keep 100 because Big Ange rolls like that. What are you doing with this dude? Don't you see how he's talked about his baby mother? Don't you see he's left that Paulisha girl and now with you? And now you have to be an eyewitness to all of his shenanigans, buffoonery, the going on and going off. Okay, see ya, Lee. Bye-bye. Listen, if he would do that to her, if he would leave Paulisha with those twins and was with her when he met you, or however that went, he will do the same to you. Do I have an opinion where this will end up? I don't at the moment, Tracy, because I don't have any information on the evidence that the police have, the state has. So I can't really say. It'd be different if we were in trial right now and a little bit of information was coming out. Then I could say, well, I think it might end up like this or it's going like this. But there's no, there's no jury. So we don't even know if all the people involved in the crime. But something I heard that was interesting on one of the other channels? When somebody was talking about what's her name? Shantae's cousin, who allegedly, I'm assuming this was the apartment where April was visiting. She's like, she should feel some way toward her cousin. But see, that's another thing. That's an opinion because we really don't know Shantae Long's involvement that night. Do you think it will be televised? I do not know. I think they should televise it. I think all court hearings should be televised. It's 2019. Show the world. No big deal. But yes, was Shantae home that day? Was she the one supposed to be keeping it or no? Did April go to the game or no? What time did she actually get back? Because she won't give a time. She says it was daylight, but now I know from Google, 6:18, it was dusk. What happened October 12th? Was the mother at Tom Brown housing with her children? Why are these women saying they went to the door 2 times, dropped the child off? Nobody came to the door. Now April's admitting that she changed her bottoms and sent her back out, or she went back out. So who's telling the truth? Did these girls have animosity towards April and her cousin? Because now we know RS Mommy, whoever who threw the party, is Paulicia's cousin. Did somebody call the girl at the party and say, did the girl at the party call Dominic or Paulicia to say, your baby's out here unattended, you need to get over here? Or I'm just letting you know your child's out here running around using the bathroom outside, pulling her underwear down. Did April say and go on and admit she changed the bottoms because that's what everybody is saying? That's what that was saying. So she's like, well, I better go on and admit I was in that apartment because how am I going to explain how the child got in the house and then came back out 2 times and also came out with different bottoms? Because the girl at the party said that. So that's the only thing we know that is truth about October 12th. The child changed her bottoms, either by herself or somebody in the house changed them. So if they were changed, why was all this back and forth going on with the child in and out? Because once it got dark, the child didn't have no business back outside by herself. He's not controlling anything, Miss Brenda. That's been said. He doesn't. Don doesn't have any control over what goes on in the courtroom. He doesn't run anything at the city county building, Birmingham, Alabama. I didn't see his name on the building. I hadn't heard that they put his name on the building. Come on with all that. Y'all know. Come on. That's just a fool talking. So, who is telling the truth about October 12th? Any suggestions? Now she's a cousin. That's somebody else. I don't know where y'all getting this information from. I'm hearing a lot of that. I heard that on another lady's channel that now they're saying RS Mommy is a cousin of who? Because my understanding, Shantae Long, April's cousin, is the one that lives in the projects. That's whose house she goes to visit. RS Mommy was just someone who lived there or through the party. She alleges she didn't know them. But now we know it's probably not true because she's Paulicia's cousin. Okay? You all understand what I'm saying? Woo. Battery getting low. Jeez and me. Knew that was going to happen. Hope I don't start blinking. But anyway, something is foul here because now we're starting to hear a little talk of maybe there was custody with the girl who threw the party and April and this cousin. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe this is an underlying issue. RS Mommy knew of April. She may not have been friends with April, but I have a feeling she knew of April, she knew of her children, and she knew of Shantae Long. Okay? And may felt some type of way about April's kids and Shantae Long's kids being over there because she didn't fool with them or like them. But the kids are kids, and you don't want to be mean to children. But I will say in her Facebook feed, she did seem a bit rough around the edges when describing Cupcake being outside and using the restroom. And others had noted that as well. So let's just say there was an underlying issue. She didn't care for April. She didn't care for Shantae. She didn't want to say anything because the kids were there. But where was Shantae? Where were Shantae's children? Why weren't those children at the ballpark or playground, whatever this area is, basketball court, with Cupcake? Why were two little bitty babies out there? And I really don't want to bring this up talking about it because I hate talking about it because it's like you can't get an answer or the truth about that night. And been side-eyeing. Say, what now? Side-eyeing. You know, I just think there's some underlying issues. And like some girl said on Planet of Faith, you do not know who likes you. You do not know who has a beef with you. And when you're living in public housing, hello, Georgia Drummond, how are you? Sorry, I meant to get back with you, honey. You have all types of people that live around you when you live in an apartment. So when you live in public housing, you know you got all kind of people who are watching everything you do. So you don't know who's a friend, who's an enemy, who's an acquaintance, who is not. And that baby daddy seems to get around town. So who the hell knows what was going on with Tom Brown? But they were not a village. And as much as people look out and be nosy and watch everything, I still find it odd nobody saw anything that night at basketball court. Where were the other children? Where were her other cousins at? Because the mother says originally she dropped them off. Kids were already at the party, her cousin's kids. So what happened to where those kids got separated from your child? That makes no sense. You drop your child off at a party that you weren't invited to, your kids weren't invited to. And then somehow some itty bitty spiders make their way around a corner, or however it's set up, to a basketball court. But there's not one adult around to stop this kidnapping. Don't y'all find that odd? Somebody said they think she dropped them off there on purpose. I heard that today. Somebody, okay, Rhonda says exactly. People saw stuff they had to. So this is what we're saying. Now you got all type of speculation. Are these people at the party involved? Did they see something? Didn't say anything. Did the child ever really make it to Tom Brown, October 12th? Did y'all ever think about that? Because something still ain't adding up because that mama don't want to give a timeline. She done went from, I went to the game to Tom Brown. It was daylight. But as you see, I done gave you the 411 from Google. Baby, it was dusted, 6:18. So when did you get to Tom Brown? I'll wait. Baby, you lying. And I'm sick of hearing your mouth. I'm sick of your live feeds. I'm sick of your baby daddy and his live feeds. You all are making me sick to my stomach. As I always say, you're making my ass itch. Excuse my language, but I'm saying it. I'm sick of all of this. Sound like dead cat online somewhere. You don't think they involved? What? I think they are scared for some reason. Who's scared, Rhonda? Now, Rhonda, don't you start coming over here with that shenanigans. What they scared of? Why would they be afraid? Come on with it. I'm waiting. Please enlighten me. Why would they be afraid of what? Let me tell you something, and I'm not trying to sound mean. If these two people were afraid of anything, any person, they would not be on social media talking. They wouldn't put a post. I hear you, Jordan. It's not about where you live. Well, and that's the point. I don't really care that it happened in low-income housing. That's not the subject either. The subject is a child was unattended. It doesn't make any sense that you say you dropped your child off at a party that was already ongoing with your other relatives, but yet when a child is kidnapped, there is nobody that could have said to the kidnappers, hey, where are you going with her? Hey, that's my cousin. Kids can talk. Hell, we can see that with Cupcake. She could talk well for 3 years old, although she couldn't fight off a kidnapper, of course. If they wanted to, drag her or, manhandle her, she couldn't fight them off, whether she knew him or not. So let's make that clear. Because we all keep saying, well, she left with somebody she knew. Maybe so. But something still itchy. All this is still suspicious. Yes, Georgia is right. These kids are raising themselves. And they are raising themselves. They're out here playing at night. So it doesn't matter if you live in a middle-class neighborhood, you live in the projects, low-income housing, Section 8, doesn't matter. 3 years old is still considered a baby. A 3-year-old has no business outside. That'd be like me going outside the apartment right now and see a 3-year-old outside with another 3-year-old. What's the difference? Am I to just walk past her and another kid playing like I'm checking my mail in the garbage can and I don't say nothing? I don't ask the kids where their mama, where's their parent? That would be wrong on my part. She was cleared of neglect. Yeah, I wanted to mention that. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that, baby, because I meant to say something about that. She made a comment about that in that video, that I was cleared of child neglect. I don't know how. I think Birmingham was thirsty and greedy to find a suspect. So they didn't pay attention to what she said. And to this day, we do not know, listen to me, we do not know what April told the police. Think about that. I keep telling you all that. Everything is in the details. You don't know what that heifer told the police. Look, already she's gone live in a video in her car and with this lady, and she's already given 2 conflicting stories. One story is about a bouncy house with the news, with her cousin being the walkie-talkie. The next story is she sent her son, she was ready to go, and she sent her son out to get the little girl. So put it on paper. So now you're telling us basically your son wasn't even out there with her at the basketball court. Why? Why not? How is it your child got separated from all these kids that you keep throwing out there was at the court? Oh, it was lots of kids out there. It was lots of kids out there. Well, if it was so many kids out there in the court, think about what you're saying. That's why I keep saying it's all in the details. All these kids out there in the court playing, but your child and another itty bitty spider gets lured away. And yet you mad at people talking about you on YouTube. You mad at people talking about you on social media. You mad at the people in Birmingham, people that should know you better. No, they don't know you. They don't know you. There's no such thing as knowing you. And that BS about perfect parent, that's a low blow too. Throwing that up is weak and it's petty. Because nobody said they were perfect. You're just making up stuff to clear your name because you don't like the fact that you have become public enemy number 1 to some people. And that's just the bottom line. Yes, April is not telling the truth. No, she's not telling the truth. I don't know what to believe about October 12th. Like I said, the only thing that seems to right now is that the child urinated outside and got bottoms changed, or she urinated on herself and got her bottoms changed. That is all we know is the truth, because now April has confirmed that she changed her bottoms. But that makes no sense because somebody named Jill allegedly took your child over to the house 2 times and nobody came to the door. So how is it that you were sitting in that house and wouldn't answer and somebody bringing your child to the door? Why are you in the projects every day anyway and don't live there? Yeah, I'm saying it. So those of you who live in public housing, don't get no attitude to me. I'm just keeping it real. What's wrong with your house? What's wrong with you picking your cousin up and bringing her to your house and y'all sit and chill and talk or sit on the front stoop porch or whatever? Did y'all ever think about that? There are people who live in public housing who don't want to be there. They don't want to be there every day. They don't want their kids there every day. So why would somebody who don't live in public housing want to be sitting in public housing hanging with their kids every day? See, like to me, hey, my cousin living in the bricks, got to be tired of looking at these old ranky ass folks over here. Let me go pick my cousin up and bring her to my place. Come on, let's get our kids and go to another park. Don't Birmingham got parks downtown and other sides of town? Hello, Melissa. Hey. Georgia says she loves drama. Bam. That's it. Y'all, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? You in them bricks every day with that cousin who was sitting up there on that live, sitting up there on that news talking with her mouth twisted up. She over there looking for a babysitter. Gail, go on. No. April, don't have kids till you're ready. This is true. And we all make mistakes, yes. But I don't want to keep hearing about other people's business and what other people in the streets are doing because they're not the subject. The subject is you, Miss Lady. You and that stinking ass baby daddy. Y'all the subject. Throwing everybody else under the bus about going to the dope spot, buying dope, don't raise the kids, ain't got the kids. So because you have a kid and raise your kid, that don't make you a good parent. Because you dress your kid in hair bows. Yeah, let me throw that out there because I'm sick of hearing that too. She look pretty in the pictures. Oh, her hair was done. She looked like she's well taken care of. That don't mean nothing. Did it ever occur to you all that you can have bitter parents and they dress you to the nines? You can have a baby, you can have a mother that dress you in pretty clothes and hair bows. She can't stand the daddy. Ask me how I know. Okay? Because I've seen it all with people. You can grow up with parents who hate each other, but that does not mean they stop feeding you. They don't stop clothing you. They don't stop taking you to the mall. They don't stop buying your clothes, putting you in your Easter frock. Stay woke. Stop looking at visual stuff. The funeral was planned before the child was found and identified. Oh, Lord, Dee Dee, please stop. Don't start. And another thing. Why are you getting on Facebook talking about purple wasn't her favorite color? Do you know how stupid that sounds? You're the mother. You mean to tell me nobody came to you to ask you your opinion of your child's funeral? You didn't say to yourself, this is what I would like. I would like to do this. I would like this. Her favorite color is pink, yellow, or pink and blue, or pink and white. You wait till the child is buried. Folks have hooped and hollered and go on Facebook to say, I ain't mad at y'all for riding purple. Then you know that's low down. That is low down, but you grieving. You grieving? And you worried about the color purple? Then you should have said something to the people who threw the funeral. Who orchestrated it. Because I refuse to believe, even if you didn't have $5 to your name on your child's funeral. Oh, she sure said it like she had an attitude. That's right, Nitra. She sure did. So that's what I'm saying. No matter if you had $5 in your pocket for your child's burial, there's no way somebody gonna come to you and say, well, I'll take care of everything. I'll plan it out. You'll let them know. No, you come ask me what I'd like, and I'll tell you if I think I like this or that. You just don't let somebody plan an entire funeral. Now, could she have let happen? Maybe so, because we are outsiders looking in. So who identified the baby's body? Girl, you better go on. Look, I don't know. Look, I ain't about to start messing with that now. I don't know. They ain't never said. But I'm just keeping it real. Whether you have money in your pocket to bury your child, you said be glad people have you anything. But see, me, that's the whole point of what we're saying. We don't really know who paid for the funeral. We don't know if she consented to what went on with the funeral. We don't know anything. All we now seeing is after the fact her complaining. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's another question. Why weren't you a participant in the funeral planning? Why would you let somebody plan your child's funeral and not ride the ride? And let's go there. If you didn't ride the ride with the funeral plans, then that lets you think you weren't too interested in the arrangements. Hello, peace and love. How you doing? And why would you not be interested in your child's funeral? It doesn't matter if other people decide to pay for a funeral. Anybody can donate money for a funeral, but it should still have somebody orchestrating the funeral, picking out the flower, the casket, what the child's going to wear, open, close, casket. All those things should be made by the parents. This mess that went on Facebook weeks ago about the tombstone, somebody was down there trying to get money for a tombstone. I don't know what that is about. She made a comment about that on her Facebook page. So what I'm wondering is, what the hell is going on down there? Somebody alluded to the fact that it was Dominic and his mother behind that. I do not know. Allegedly, someone said that. I'm not saying that that is fact. That's just what somebody assumed. They didn't even say his name. They just said that's such and such and his mammy. I don't know. This man has animosity towards this woman. For some reason, he and April do not get along, and I don't think they got along before Cupcake disappeared. And I think it is sad that he had two children by this lady, and he obviously felt some type of resentment towards her. And why, I do not know. They weren't together, so what was the problem? Georgia said, quit calling them parents. Okay, sperm donor, egg donor. You know, that is longer words, Miss Georgia Drummond. Dang, they both are dinky. Girl, I ain't heard that word in a long time, dinky. I think they're past dinky. But what if we find out that they did have something to do with it? What if we find out that the mother had something to do with it? The father had something to do with it. The baby was sold. The baby was bartered off. The baby was left there deliberately. Because let me tell y'all something that struck me odd listening to somebody's channel today. Don't you find it odd? Them babies were out there by themselves with no grown-up eyewitness. Wow. Other children have disappeared into the night. Look, you don't have to get alone to lay down together. Well, damn, Georgia, come on. Now, that don't sound good. You mean get along after the fact. You can slow with somebody, and then after the fact, you two have issues. That tends to be the problem in America. Everybody having sexual relations, and then when stuff hit the fan, you're every dirty dog, SOBs, stank this, crusty, whatever, you know, vile language. A man should never talk about a woman like that, especially somebody he has children with. That's just, you too old for that. You said no, I mean just what I said. I don't understand that, Georgia. Georgia ain't got time for your foolishness now. What you trying to say? They have mean sex? I don't like you, but come give me some anyway. Girl, come on. Don't you start all that nonsense now. It's getting late in the high tea. Don't you start. So, okay, I stated that earlier. How's the child party yet no adults is around? I don't know. Okay, somebody made a comment on another channel about how is it that the person packed up their party as if they never knew the child was missing. Well, let's think about that for a second. She kept having babies with him. Yes, Melissa, she did. We don't know what happened on October 12th. Everything is speculations right now. So we don't know that when that girl packed up her party, that she had knowledge that Cupcake was missing. She may have found out Cupcake was missing the next day when the police start, banging on the door. That's why they can't get it together to raise these kids. Well, that's why the health department has free birth control, so there's really no reason to be getting knocked up by no man, no way. The health department gives out free birth control to women. I don't care what your income is. If you have income, the health department will not turn you down for birth control or condoms. So if you laying down here getting pregnant by these mangy men, that's on you. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you. Thank you. But you understand what I'm saying? It's free day. Oh, free all day. Yes, it is. So no girl should be walking here in 2019 saying, oops, I'm pregnant. Oops, that went out a long time ago. Maybe when you was raised a certain way, didn't nobody tell you nothing about birth control and you went on and had sex and then you got pregnant. 2019, You have no reason to get pregnant by no man. Now, yes, you choose to have sex with somebody without a condom, and you playing around talking about some, well, I ain't got a cycle and I don't get it. I just always remember, yes, it can happen. Yes, it can happen. It can happen. They have the Trojans to go. They have, oh, Georgia, go to sleep. Good God. I'm not even to ask you what that means. Oh, Jesus. We are 1 hour and 55 minutes in. Good God Almighty. Me and my lives. Ooh. First time I went live without the screen jumping, which I find that that might have been the devil just didn't want me talking the last time I was on here with you guys. And I'm looking rough as I'll get out of this feed. But I was trying to see if we touch anything else. Ava, hello. How are you? Thank you. We've talked about everything. I've talked about the new girl. It's Miss Lakira Goldsmith that is currently missing from Montgomery, Alabama, who has ties to Ibrahim Yazid. I was supposed to be talking to someone related to her today. I'm hoping to get some information back so I can give you all information about her disappearance. She's been missing for a year now. She does have ties to Ibrahim Yazid. Someone also mentioned that the baby daddy, not the baby daddy, but the guy she was dating is also a suspect with this Anaya case. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't verified any of that. That's just what someone is saying. But I do find it weird. I do believe that she was pregnant. I thought I saw her say something about that on her face page, and I thought, dear God, please tell me they didn't murder this young lady and she was pregnant. This is horrible. How about that limp? I don't know about the limp. As I stated earlier, before you go, you all, some of you think one of the parties in the video had a limp. I'm in between on that. I do not know if the father, Mr. McKinney, sperm donor, has a limp, pig leg, no leg, short leg, crooked leg. Look, crooked leg, crooked letter I. What you know about that, Miss Drummond? Since you from you down there in Mississippi. Crooked letter I. Sweet Jesus, the devil's a liar. I can't. The parents knew very little about Cupcake. All the dad could say is she's not very friendly, right? And I do find that odd that he said that, and his mother said that. 2 different interviews, you guys. 2 different interviews he and his mother gave, and they both said the same thing about the child. She's not that friendly. Should have never said that. I mentioned this to an older lady at my church who knows nothing about this case in Birmingham. She hadn't heard nothing. I just asked her one day, we were going to a church function, and I just mentioned to her briefly about the case. And I said, Miss Lady, if your child was missing and a reporter asked you, describe your child, would you tell the public that your child wasn't friendly? She says, of course not. That's stupid. What dummy would tell the news people that? She said, even if it's true, you don't tell the news people that. Now that's from an older person. So go figure. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, I'm a comedian in the making too. Future actress / comedian. Y'all bumping the Tyler Perry down in Atlanta somewhere. Tell them big girl needs a role in a movie, TV series. I'll take it. I don't mind. But you all understand, Cupcake may not have been friendly. But I think her not being friendly may have came from her upbringing, how she was raised. You all have seen some children that are combative. They talk back. They're quick-wit. They come back snappy. I think it's because how he was raised. Oh, and really? Okay. Well, tell him I need work. Tell him I need work. Because I can't see doing stand-up comedy. I couldn't write my own material. I just come off with my head. I don't think I could do stand-up, but anyway. I think Cupcake's upbringing is why she was snappy and why she acted the way she acted. Because you can see in one of the videos where she's riding a bicycle, the mother was trying to stop her, catch up with her, and she was like, leave me alone. She had a lot of spunk in her. Brenda says, I do stand up. Oh, okay, congratulations. But that child was very intuitive. She was very grown for 3 years old, and I think it was her upbringing. It makes me wonder if she really disciplined her child. And I tell you something else that was interesting. Do you all know that when they first went and did the news interview, Dominic and April were on the same sidewalk? They were right there near each other. We didn't know that. We didn't know until later down the road when we started seeing all these videos surfacing on YouTube that these two, mother and father, doing separate interviews right near each other, and they're not speaking, they're not talking. He had then cussed her out. She's cussing out people on the street. And you got these civilized people doing the news. You got neighbors there. You got strangers there. And they're watching you argue with somebody who then obviously said something out of the way to her. She said something about, y'all tell me nothing about my children. And I thought, oh, Jesus, what, this is, okay, this is getting a bit out of control already. Oh, April's brother. I saw that. April's brother saying the reason why she wasn't talking because she couldn't bring herself to speak. And, well, guess what? The dead has arisen. You remember that from The Color Purple? Mister's father at the dinner table? That's April Thomas. Homegirl that woke up from her casket and she talking and letting everybody know what's the 411 and whatever. Dominic's mom was not seen at the funeral. She must know of his involvement. Well, you know what? I thought that too, DD. But his mother, I think, had a different hairstyle. And that's why we didn't recognize her in the photos that were aired on social media. So I think she may have been there. I think that would be kind of cold if his mother didn't show up to the funeral. That would be a bit. You know I love The Color Purple, honey. That's one of my favorite movies. Don't get me to start reciting nothing from The Color Purple. Because if you want a show, honey, I will surely give it to you. Thank you, Vicky. I ain't seen a hair like that since my mama's funeral. Ooh, Lord, they mess with post Seeley. How late am I? Honey, you late. You 2 hours late, girl. I'm on 2 hours and one minute. You late, Kamika. Kamika's from Alabama. Lord Jesus. Okay. It's April, Miss Seeley. It's stand-up hour now. It's April, Miss Seeley, y'all. Because these people making me sick. All life I had to fight. Girl, you better shut up, peace and love. You better go on. I'm going to shut this down because now you showing out. Woo! You told Harpo to beat me. Yes, honey, bring it on. I love it. I love it. Ain't that the truth? Mister was mean, wasn't he? Hey, y'all, is that high be damn? I'm getting ready to mess with y'all. Where are all these adults? Melissa, we trying to crack jokes right now. Melissa done got serious. Talking about where all these adults at? Hell, they probably somewhere smoking crack. I don't know. The cousin looked like she on the crack. I didn't know they still make crack cocaine. Now I know they're gonna be like that health up there talking about us on that tube. I'm keeping it real. That interview she gave to the news, that mouth twitch, and I thought, man, she didn't hit the rocks, and they still make crack cocaine. I ain't know they still made crack. I live in East Tennessee. They don't let them pills up on my way. They probably still got a few crackheads running around here, but I don't hear them. Nobody smoking crack. They probably are doing it, but I don't know. She never met the son, his mom. Okay, well, April, let's talk about that. I just mentioned that. April is saying all great-grandparents are deceased. So you go put that on paper. She said, yes, they make it. Nitra, I'm talking up here. Nitra, are you up here where I'm at in East Tennessee? Because I don't know nothing about that. Mr. Dom. Yes, thank you, Vicky. See, but listen, all of them are not listening to me. Some of them are in La La Land. Mr. is Dom. Seeley is April. I'll wait. Nitra is in Mississippi, where you and Georgia Drummond are down there. My. Woo, you sure is ugly. Woo, Jesus. They don't hate me. I can't take it. And my pastor is from Birmingham. We ain't telling no government names. Because I tell you, one of y'all come up here, get to messing with that one. This will be a big Ange you don't want to know nothing about. Oh, yeah, big Ange can get jiggy now. I can get jiggy. That's why I said all these people jumping on here talking crazy and cussing and fussing and getting upset because I'm not in agreement to this fool that's up here cracking jokes and putting hits out on somebody. Why the hell would I be rooting for somebody now, a month and a half in, soliciting a hit on a rapper in Birmingham, and you're going to jump over here on this channel and tell me about a narrative? So you better get on somewhere. You sound like a damn fool. Now, don't get me hot. Don't do it, Miss C. Right. Don't do it. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. Lord have mercy. You see how Mr. looked when he was checking his neck? Celie should have cut her. Yes, she should have. Ooh, Miss Celie, I feel like singing. I love y'all to death. Lord Jesus, I pray someday I get to meet all y'all. Georgia Golden Gulf Coast, baby. I'm not scared, baby. I know y'all ain't scared. All that water y'all got down there, y'all sure could drop somebody out. Problem. Don't trade places with what I've been through. You know what? People, don't y'all start. I've been talking about The Color Purple. Come on, Color Purple. I love that movie. I love it. And this situation going on makes me think of The Color Purple. These characters, this lady bartered off with an older man, miserable, living in a life with all these kids that weren't hers. He treated her like a dog, had his other woman coming to the house stand, Miss Suge Avery. You know that's bold. Sister wife. Woo, what about that? Sister wives. I'll wait. What you know about a sister wife, Miss Thomas? Oh, she got that nasty woman's disease. Lord. If you don't get out of here, Vicky, y'all better go on somewhere. I'm going to cut y'all loose. Y'all crazy. Lady Bird, how you doing? I love The Color Purple. But look, let me throw this by you while we joking and stuff, but on the real talk. Oh, see, daddy sinners do have souls. I'm done. Dumb talk like he got a mouth full of rocks. Wasn't he foaming at the mouth talking about two guns? That Negro was about to become a werewolf. Do you hear what I said to you? Oh, the women get mad enough. The women will spill pillow talk. Yes, they will. And that's when people tell their sins, when they're laying in bed with folks. That's when they start confessing all the nasty stuff they done. She said Paulisha Suge Avery. Oh, Lord Jesus, I can't. Now, that might be the new one. I may be black and I may be ugly, but I'm here. And Clark, when you say that, shoot. Celie got on that little truck. She was ready to go. We ain't going to talk about we're going to talk about the juke joint. Okay, it's going to rain on your head. Oh, Lord. I done got y'all started. I know there's people that's joining in watching. What the hell is they talking about The Color Purple? They supposed to be talking about these fools. It's the same thing. Lord, all this great child. I look rough right about now. Look like I've been down there playing in Birmingham. Shut your mouth. Dominic must be Mr. Oh, Dominic is, Dom is Mr. We gonna start, now we don't even call him Dom no more. We jump on, I make a title for a video. Yes, Caramel Cutie, thank you. That's the favorite movie. That's everybody, I love that movie. Dom is now Mr. In April, it's Celie. Y'all wanna act stupid? I'm not seeing any of Dom. What you mean you ain't seen him? He been on social media all day. Shawnee V, okay. So, I didn't think about what I want to say. Dom is Harpo. Now, why you gonna put that on Harpo, Lord Jesus? Oh, I can't. Until you do right by me, everything you think about gonna fail. You got that right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's my movie. Can my cousin squeeze between us? I ain't seen my children. Look, children, because you know that's how y'all talk down in Birmingham. Call your children children. What she tell Miss Millie after she got out of prison? She wanted to see her children. She couldn't see her children. She asked her cousins get betwixt them to ride back to town. Oh, Lord Jesus, I can't. He hasn't shed one tear for his baby. Well, as they love to say, people grieve differently. Somebody said, special ed, you surprised by the action? You know what, Georgia, you ought to stop. Nettie. So who, Nettie? Peace and love, you ought to stop. You and me shall never part. Oh, teacher, you know what? Y'all gonna get us in trouble. Sat in that jail. Sat in that jail till about done rot to death. Miss Sophia home now. Things gonna change around. That's what the daddy raised. Woo! The dead has arisen. You got that right, Lord Jesus. I'm going with Suge. I'm going with Suge. I can't. Y'all, I gotta get it. I'm through with y'all. Pass me them peas. Y'all evil. Children, you got that right. Others not agreeing with what Dom and Dome are doing. What you said, Domer? Girl, you better go on. Georgia, now why you didn't call that girl that? Oh, if anybody ain't seen The Color Purple, God bless you. Because you, look, it's a sad movie, but it's about redemption. One can redeem themselves, which we see in this case. These clowns don't know nothing about redemption. These some utter fools, right on chin. I am on the road, Kamika. I am. I sat in that jail. I felt the day when I was watching Planet of the Fakes, watching all this buffoonery. I was up late watching Michael Jackson documentary and Planet of the Fakes. Shout out to Planet of the Fakes. How you doing? How you doing? Chicago love. SP Nuggets, you all are doing it. Giving you your kudos. I mean, I just was like, oh Jesus, I look rough. Feel like I've been dancing or something. I didn't even ask your sorry ass hand in marriage. You got that right. Mister was horrible to her. Anytime a man will bring a woman and lay up in the house, woo, Lord, you remember the daddy said that? Miss Sally, you ain't got my condolences. Ain't so many women's let a man's hoe lay up in their house. I'm done. I'm checking out. I'm checking out of here. Y'all got me all right now. Oh Jesus, I can't. Whew. So who should? I think that might be Miss Keto. What y'all think? You got that right. You got that right. Sat in that jail, honey. That's how I felt. This is how I felt watching all the shenanigans about this hit and crazy nonsense. I said, I feel like I'm incarcerated. Listening to all this buffoonery, knowing I could cut my TV off at any time. This is just sad to me. Golly, this is horrible. Do people not have family to tell them to get their butt off social media? Well, those people are probably like them, Melissa. Think about it. Their family is probably just as goofy-fied, crazy like them. They somewhere sitting, drinking some old cherry Kool-Aid full of sugar, down with it. Okay, what do you all think about the Thanksgiving video April went live with, where they're sitting around playing a ghetto-made game and nobody's being seen on the video? Nietzsche said the apple don't fall far from the tree. You got that right. Okay, 68 and 68. Thanks, guys, for liking. Thanks so much. Oh, Ann Clark said that was weird. You know why they didn't show any faces in that video? Because April was there, and she probably didn't want nobody to see her. But they went live anyway, but they didn't want, her to be seen. That's what that was about. That's exactly what that was about. They have to have one person with all their screws. I haven't seen any of this. Kamika, yeah, there's a video. Go to Planet of the Fakes. He's got a lot of videos. Yeah, you hear her voice. You're right, Jordan. You hear April's voice, and they're showing some board game that look like it's a homemade board game, and they've got little shot glasses around their drinking whatever. But the only thing I found odd, because I'm not trying to be critical of her moment, it's just that they didn't show anybody in the video, which is odd, because who would do a live video of people having a good time, but you're not showing their faces? To me, it was weird. So it's kind of like you want to show people you're going live, but you don't want to show your. So it's like, well, what was the purpose? See, this is the stupid stuff I be talking about. You're doing so much, but then you get mad when somebody says something about what you're doing. Then stop doing it. I hit my head on the table and it hurts. Well, oh, do it again. Damn. Are you serious? More GoFundMe. What you said? Their family on there starting up a GoFundMe account. Well, look, I don't care what none of them he's do. I really don't. I really don't care what they do. But yeah, you think about that. You go live, and then like right now, we're sitting here joking about the live, or I am rather. She'll have something to say. Well, why are they talking about me? I don't know why they keep doing this. Well, honey, ask yourself, if you were outsider looking in at a live video of a homemade board game and you didn't see any live people, you'd ask yourself, why are they filming this video of a homemade board game with no people in the video? She said, we joking, but they started killing people. Well, they don't care, obviously. You know, these are some very... Oh, her cousin is talking about starting a trust fund. Okay, that's great. So you all give your little pennies to the trust fund for her son. Good luck with that. But yet she said she didn't care anything about money. So why would you allow somebody to do a trust fund for your child? But there's nothing wrong with having a trust fund for a child. I'm not going to knock that per se. You know. Just don't do like that lady did that killed that basketball player down in Memphis. He left an insurance policy that were in his children's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't think of his name, but they got a documentary out and it's pretty good. She spent that money up in less than a year, that $1 million life insurance policy. They need to go to the nut house for real. They in the nut house, Melissa. Ain't you heard? My baby gone. You keep putting it out there, pennies. Look, crazy people. These are just some people that live different. They act different. They have mentalities. They don't care about nothing. I think by now, most of us have seen what they are about. And that's just it. Who's to say that the son will actually get the money? Right, and that's a good point. That's why I just said that basketball player who got murdered some years back by the wife or whomever they suspected she did, and she just got arrested recently. Okay. He had a life insurance policy. In my understanding, he was divorced from that woman, but maybe he hadn't changed over or anything. I don't know how it went, but the point is she got the money, the mother, and she spent that money. That money did not go to his kids. Crazy, still on the bus. You know what? Oh, dear God, okay. Georgia, what is you talking about? What about the bus? Locked up in a straitjacket. Well, girl. Well, Dom got it because he's putting 20 racks on people's head. R&B music, how you doing? I don't what R&B music. Let me tell you something. This boy is just waiting to get in the cemetery. Obviously, he wants to be where his child is. He should take the $20,000 and put down on a plot beside his child, because he keep on messing with that 2 guns. He's going to find himself face down dead down there if he don't leave them folks alone down there. 1 foot on the banana peel, the other foot is in the grave. And he doesn't realize that. It's time for him to grow up. Veronica V said, I made it back. Okay, thank you, baby. Thanks for joining us. We still hanging in there. But seriously, you're threatening people. You're going to some strange kids, trying to get them to put a hit out on this kid, allegedly. Why? Because what? 2 guns called you out on that $2,500 ransom. Well, we now know the child was already deceased. You know, that's some kind of stuff. To find out that baby was dead when all this smack got started. All this social media, Facebook posts, everybody going back and forth on Facebook, arguing, folks seeing babies in trunks and all that. The coroner says October 12th, baby left the world. So I'm waiting on first 48. Oh, first 48 ain't touching this. The title says first 48. This is past 48 hours. This is some young and the hopeless. This is no 48 hours. Yes, it is, Nitra. It's definitely a heartbreaking story. Yes, it is. Yeah, we passed 48 hours. Yes, sister, but he's friends with the mayor, so all of them got something to do with it. So what you think the mayor, girl, you better stop all that, child. Is this a male? Is this a woman or female? Mr. R&B music line. Look. Nancy Grace, Dateline special. What I did for my man, all that. Just keep on bringing it. Fatal Attraction. Keep on. Trust fund for Henri. Well, if some kind person wants to do a trust fund for Henri, that would be a wonderful thing. He get the money at a certain age. Be all right. And who, 2020? Oh yeah, 2020. It's gonna be somebody. Who gonna touch it? This is more an ID story. Quit playing. Did y'all hear what I said? Nancy Grace will be confused. Nancy Grace would have a stroke. She couldn't. You know how hyped up Nancy Grace get? That heifer been had a stroke. They'd had an ambulance there. She couldn't even finish the commentary. Child, bye. Nancy Grace was like, forget this. I need a can of whiskey, not a glass, a can. I don't care what anybody say. If y'all don't got to listen to these fools, you got to be kidding. Dom, I would not be surprised if we found him in a yard somewhere. Well, he gonna be in a yard. He gonna be somewhere as the world turns. Stay and try to live your life. Yes, Melissa, I agree. All these parties involved should take their money and go find a better place to live and move with their life. I believe that. What was that last comment? A newscaster helped bail Starworth out allegedly. I bet you Channel 6 won't do a report on that. Oh, man, Clutch, where you get that from? Oh, man, Clutch, let me tell you. It has been reported, sweetheart, that 6 members of his family posted his bond. And when the second charge came for murder, they wanted to back out of the bond because they were not expecting a murder charge. That is the last I've heard of that. Lord, my battery is low. Woo, sorry about that. I'm getting low. Oh, I didn't have it plugged in. Like going live. I done went live 2 hours. This is long. Jeepers creepers. Nobody gonna sit here and want to watch this long video. You know how you have stuff plugged? If that's true, then the corruption goes deep. Jesus Christ. I hope you all don't believe that the city council people and all have anything to do with this. That's just his opinion. Him talking about these people. Roberts can handle it. Robin Roberts wouldn't do nothing like Jesus, no. I'm repeating what Dom said, and that family member is a newscaster. But you can't believe anything that Mr. says. Mr. don't know anything. Mr. is illiterate and a clown. God, my thing is getting low, my battery. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm 2 hours in. I need to cut this down. It is getting late, almost 1 o'clock here. I will say I have enjoyed talking to you guys and that we will resume this when some more information come up. I will check some more footage about these videos that are lurking around, and then we will do a part 2 because I need to finish watching all from Mr.'s video and his live feeds and get a better understanding of what's going on. I think in the end, it doesn't even really matter if I watch the videos or not because it's a bunch of buffoonery and it's silly and it's just ghetto and it's ratchet. I'm sick of it. Old man Clutch keep talking about this newscaster. What is going on with that? I don't know. Sweetheart, stop listening to what that man talking about. Mr. ain't talking about nothing. Mr. is a liar and a thief. He don't care about nobody. He doesn't care about his children. He doesn't care about the women he's with. He doesn't care about himself. He is an empty vessel and a lonely human being. And That's just a spoken word. And I think all of you all know that. And for those of you who are ride or die and jumping on the bandwagon behind this fool, that is your choice. But I think you all know he is a sick individual, because this man has no regard for anybody. He will talk about you and throw you under the bus and implicate you in a kidnapping. So that says a lot about his character right there. Look, somebody said, stop trying to go to sleep. We not tired. Yeah, you better go on. My battery says low for some reason. I don't know why, because I've got it plugged up. And I just, that'd be the devil telling you, get off the line. See, it still keep coming up. Low battery. I don't know. But I need to get off because it's 2 hours and 25 minutes. And, if I want other people to watch this video, I want them to watch most of it. And, 2 hours is a long time. I agree with you, Gail. Look at Silent One say, y'all ain't get up in the morning and go to work. It's 1 o'clock Eastern time almost. And I know you all are in California. And I don't know why I'm low for some reason. It's weird. It's very weird. I'm trying, but it keeps saying low. I think it's this cord. Cord is not good. Yes, I know you do, Georgia. I know you got to get up, and you're an hour behind me, though, so you're on good time, and you're almost 12 o'clock. Somebody said I was Friday. Yes, it's getting late. You all know you need to get in your beds. But I will resume this, you guys, and I thank you all. But this is work. Yeah, it is work. You right. Michelle, you right. Because the more you beat your head against the wall, trying to put this together. Oh, okay, as I'm at work. Okay. The more you try to put this together, you get exhausted. I'll be truthful with you. Be truthful with you guys. When I do these videos, the research, I get exhausted. Looking up everything, reading everything, trying to memorize stuff. Sometimes I have to read stuff, and I hate reading stuff. Good night, good night, good night. Nietzsche, good night. Good night, Georgia. Good night, Trina. Reading all this stuff, it's old. And then you reading it, you don't have a good flow reading it. I like to just talk, ad lib, just go at it, give you the information. But next, when it's an article and it's winded and it's detailed, I have to read the information, and I hate doing that. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It gets exhausting doing all of this. You start to lose your mind. Right, Melissa, that's it. All the research, looking up stuff for information, trying to memorize, trying to bring this stuff to you, it gets old quick. It's exhausting. Then going into the other people's videos on the other channels, trying to bring all this information, honey, it's daunting. And then trying to put it all together to bring to you, try to remember everything, put the notes down to you. I'm hoping I've touched on everything that I had in my mind. Okay, Gail's gone. Lucky Girl's gone. Everyone is going to think Dom killed Vito. If you will, Michelle, we will see about that. I don't know any information about that. Good night, everybody. Good night, Gail. Good night, Veronica. You all be safe tomorrow. Have a wonderful day at work. Be safe. Be aware of your surroundings, ladies. But seriously, I hope this was not a retaliation situation with the nephew, because what's interesting is the timeline. The fact that these two been going back and forth, and then all of a sudden this child is murdered. This is just really horrible. I don't wish this on any young person. This is very horrible. And like I said, I hate to hear that these children were out this time of night, because to me, they were still children. They were teenagers. And I'm wondering what in the world they were doing out that time of night. They should have been in the bed. And I'm saying that. So I may not like it, but I'm just keeping it real. Thank you so much. Super. Thank you. Thank you. You are very welcome, Melissa. Thank you. But prayers to the young man who lost his life. Prayers to that family. Two Guns Vito. We are praying for you. We're praying for Birmingham. We're praying for Auburn, Alabama. We are praying for Jacksonville, Florida. I'm also praying for a missing young lady out of Montgomery, Alabama. Remember this name, Lakira Goldsmith. We are praying for you that there's justice. We get some information. Thank you all for your support. Love you, love you, love you. Going up for Vito's family. Yes. Prayers to Mr. Two Guns Vito. You all have a wonderful, safe night. Thank you all so much. I enjoy you. I enjoyed tonight. I had a wonderful time. I hope we got some answers, which I know we didn't, because we don't know everything that's going on. We can keep talking about it till we get justice for Camille McKinney, Anaya Blanchard, Taylor Williams, Lakira Goldsmith. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.